Welcome to session 3 of feedback amplifiers. In this session we are going to discuss two main configurations, series feedback amplifier and shunt feedback amplifier. Let us first take the series feedback amplifier configuration. So figure A here shows the ideal structure of this type of feedback amplifier, and in the figure B we have an equivalent circuit. Now from the figure A, we can see that the source is Vs and there is a circuit, amplifier circuit, and then there is a beta circuit. Now here capital A, it represents the transconductance, and let us write the expression for it. So here A is given by A is equal to I naught output current I naught by Vi. Okay, equation 1. Okay. And also in this case beta here represents the trans resistance, so therefore again A into beta represents the loop gain. Okay. Now referring to the model which is shown in figure A, now it is possible to write the gain with the feedback, that is AF. So AF will be equal to I naught by Vs, and we know that in presence of feedback AF is given by A divided by 1 plus A into beta. Let us take this as equation 2. Okay. Now in order to derive the input resistance RIF, okay, so we will take the help of the equivalent circuit shown in figure B. Here we can see that RIF, and then there is a dependent current source AF into Vs, and output resistance is ROF connected in parallel to the current source. Okay, so therefore now in this circuit the output current is sampled and fed back. So therefore with this we will write what is RIF. So RIF is given by V by R. V is nothing but Vs, V by I. Okay, V is nothing but Vs, I is nothing but the input current II, and this is equal to Vs divided by II is nothing but Vi divided by Ri. Okay, so this is equal to Ri into Vs by Vi. So now here we will substitute the equivalent value for Vs. Okay, so continuing this, RIF is equal to Ri into, so Vs, in place of Vs we will write Vi plus, okay, beta into I naught, okay, because Vi is nothing but what it is the sum of Vi and then beta into I naught, which is nothing but the feedback part. So this divided by Vi. On simplifying this we have RIF will be equal to Ri plus Ri into beta times of I naught by Vi. But I naught by Vi is already we have defined, like I naught by Vi is A. Okay, so therefore now you can substitute that equation 1 here. Therefore RIF, input resistance with feedback, will be equal to Ri plus Ri into beta, and I naught by Vi is again A. Okay, so therefore RIF is equal to Ri into 1 plus A beta. Okay, so this is what is the expression for the input resistance. Let us take it as equation 3. Okay, so now this equation 3 is similar to the input resistance RIF obtained in case of series shunt feedback also. Okay, so therefore now this gives an important relationship between Ri and RIF. Okay, so this shows that the relationship between Ri, that is input resistance, and RIF, input resistance with feedback, is a function of the method of mixing. Okay, and as Ri into 1 plus A beta represents the increased value of resistance. Okay, so it can be concluded that this voltage mixing will always increase the input resistance. So this is what is the conclusion drawn from the equation 3. Okay, now let us write this ROF, output resistance, also. Now the output resistance is defined as ROF will be equal to V by IT, where IT is nothing but the test signal that is applied, okay, by making Vs is equal to 0. So this can be understood by drawing a separate equivalent circuit, which is as shown here. So to measure the output resistance, we have an equivalent representation. A into Vi is the current source, and then we have the output resistance R0. Now at the terminal here, a current IT is applied, okay, test current IT is applied, and also for the measurement of ROF, Vs is made equal to 0. Okay. So by referring to this circuit, we can write that Vi is equal to minus Vf. So this is the reason that Vs is equal to 0. Okay. But Vi is also equal to, what is the feedback here? Vf. Vf is nothing but, by referring to the equivalent circuit, it is beta into I0. Okay. So therefore that we will substitute here. Vf is nothing but beta into I0. Okay. But I0 is nothing but our test current IT. Therefore Vi is equal to minus beta into IT. Okay. Therefore now we will write one equation for V by referring to this equivalent circuit. So V here can be given as IT minus A into Vi into R0, because V is equal to I into R. So this is the I part and this is the output current R0 part. Okay, or V is equal to IT minus A into, so Vi is, just now we have derived that it is equal to minus beta times of IT and this into R0. Okay, so therefore V is nothing but, we can take IT common here, 1 plus A beta into R0. Okay, now we will substitute this V in this equation, so that we can now write what is ROF. Okay, so therefore ROF in this case will be here itself I will complete. ROF will be equal to, we will just substitute that 1 plus A beta into Vt into R0 divided by It. So here it is not Vt, it is I into T. Okay, so It term will get cancelled. Therefore we have ROF will be equal to 1 plus A beta into R0. Okay, so this is the expression for the output resistance ROF. So therefore the negative feedback here, it increases the output resistance by a factor 1 plus A beta. Okay. So this is what is regarding the series configuration. Now let us take the next one, that is shunt feedback amplifier. Okay. Now in this configuration also we will write what is the input resistance RIF as well as R0F. Now the ideal structure is again as shown in the figure A here. Okay, so this you can consider as figure A, showing the ideal structure of this shunt feedback amplifier, and in figure B we have the equivalent circuit. Okay, now again we have A circuit as well as the ideal beta circuit, and by referring to this model we can write the closed loop gain, that is AF. In this case AF is equal to V0 by IS. Okay, so this is because by referring to the model here. So here output voltage will be sampled, so therefore AF, closed loop gain AF, will be equal to V0 by IS. Okay, because output is the voltage and the input is the source current IS, so therefore AF will be V0 by IS. But this AF is also equal to what? A divided by 1 plus A into beta. That is, it is the gain expression in case of feedback. Okay. So therefore now let us write what is the input resistance RIF in this case. So in this case RIF will be equal to VI divided by IS. So VI divided by IS. So we have VI here. This divided by IS is the source input current. But we will have to write equivalent IS. Now with feedback, IS can be written as II plus feedback current IF. Feedback current IF. But what is the feedback current IF value? Okay, so here you can see that beta into V0. Okay, so it will be sampled to the input side. So here this RIF is given by VI divided by II plus, so IF is nothing but beta times of A into input current II. Okay, so RIF will be equal to VI by, so II is the common factor, 1 plus A beta, 1 plus A beta. But this ratio VI by II ratio is nothing but RI now. So RI divided by 1 plus A beta. Okay, so therefore input resistance with feedback RIF will be equal to RI divided by 1 plus A beta. So this is the important input resistance relation in case of the shunt configuration. Okay, now similarly we can derive the expression for output resistance ROF. Okay. So to find the output resistance, here IS is made equal to 0. So here IS will be made equal to 0. So therefore we can write an equivalent expression for this. So R0 output resistance, and here we have the test voltage VT, O dash terminal. Okay. Now this is A into input current AI. Okay, so now we are measuring R0, that is ROF, output resistance with feedback. Okay, so ROF, this will be equal to VT divided by I. the test voltage Vt divided by I. So we will have to find what is this I now. Now I in this case is given by difference of Vt and A into II, this divided by R0. Okay, A into II is a voltage source. So Vt minus AII divided by R0 will give the current I, which is nothing but here current I that is flowing. Okay. Now here we are going to write what is the I. This is Vt minus A into. Now here II will be equal to minus IF. Minus IF, this will be divided by R0. Okay. Now in this case, in shunt configuration, while measuring the output resistance R0, Is is made equal to 0. Okay. When Is is equal to 0, so the input current II will be equal to only minus IF, because Is is 0. Okay, so this is because II will be equal to Is minus IF. Okay, so when Is is equal to 0, II will be equal to minus IF. So that's what we have substituted here in this. So therefore further we can write what is the expression for I. So I will be equal to Vt plus A into Y plus here minus into minus plus A into IF. But IF here in this case will be equal to beta into V0. Beta into V0. Okay, so this is clear from the diagram. Okay, so this is what is the IF, beta times of V0. So substituting that, and this is completely divided by R0. Okay, we can now write ROF will be equal to Vt divided by here the term V0 can be replaced by Vt, because we are applying the test voltage. Here Vt is there. Okay, so that's why in place of V0 it is possible to substitute Vt. This will be divided by R0. Okay, so now this I will be substituted in the ROF equation, and this will be equal to Vt divided by, so here I will take Vt as a common factor. This is 1 plus A beta divided by R0. This is equal to, so Vt gets cancelled, R0 divided by 1 plus A into beta. Okay, so therefore in case of shunt feedback configuration, the output resistance ROF will be R0 by 1 plus A beta. So that is the output resistance with feedback in this case will be reduced by a factor 1 plus A beta. So these are all the different expressions of RIF as well as ROF for the two important configurations, that is series feedback amplifier and shunt feedback configurations. Thank you.